Alright, how are we? This is Marco Agamenon. Thank you very much. Metal Gear Episode 2. Metal Gear 5 Phantom Pain Episode 2. Right here, right now, Marcos Agamenon. Marcos Gaming Channel, Marcos Stuff Page, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook. Gaming for all of you. This is episode 2. We are exactly at the point where we left off last episode, and you can see it's not a nice point. Kind of a cliffhanger. That unicorn, whatever it is. Wow. Hideo Kojima, one of the geniuses of video games, and I mean, this is the last Metal Gear he ever participated in before parting ways with Konami. This is well known from the internet, and we are playing this masterpiece right here, Phantom Pain. We can see why.
My name's Ocelot.
Ocelot!
You know who I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital. Second was to rescue the man himself.
Well, two jobs well done. Thank you very much, buddy.
Remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller.
Oh, Cass?
9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead.
I'm gonna have to start playing the series.
You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance.
Well, let's do it.
First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan. Afghanistan. What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma?
Who can?
4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Reds' 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000. Squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. They'll be interrogated for a few more days, and it's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil. I give him 2 weeks.
Let's see.
The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe. Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink. Now it's 7 days to Port Qasim, another 3 overland. So we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on. Ha!
If needed, I will cut the sound. That's why I'm recording on 2 microphones. I wonder what happened with the fellow that helped me in the hospital. Is that him? I don't think so. I don't think he doesn't look like somebody who spent 9 years in a bed. Ocelot briefing, The Man on Fire, music tape 2. Episode 1, Phantom Limbs. Northern Kabul, Afghanistan.
The area ahead is under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
Weather will clear shortly.
Storm's passing.
Venom Snake, Punish Venom Snake, Benek Kashuhira Miller, Revolver Sasalashaka Ocelot, enemy combatant the Soviet Guards Airborne Regiment. Scores Parasite unit as starring beautiful.
9 years on ice. Solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces. Should be the perfect one.
Android.
Kazuhira Miller is being held in Damadehar. Check its location now. Take out your item.
Let's check the options, see if I can. Okay,
One day
that's
on the map, that's where they're keeping Miller. The only problem is we don't know his exact location. Finding it is first priority. Go ahead and close the eye door. Got your binoculars? Or should I say, your int scope? See the village? Straight ahead? A little to the left. Look up. All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village, the Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dewandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is.
Marker placed.
Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way.
He can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dewandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own.
well. Thank you for the warning.
You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss.
We'll do my best.
Boss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. They were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses. He'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back.
Oh my god, Lucas.
Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
On and off. Binoculars.
Soviet guard post. They're bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view. That's marking. Focus on a thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map. Security at that guard post is relatively light. Looks like the perfect place for a warm-up. Try to remember the ways you used to deal with enemies. Anytime you need advice, just give me a call. Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly.
Alright. That was a waste of time right there. Be a huge pain in the ass if I had to do all over again. I'm gonna skip this.
marking. Focus on a thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map. Security at that guard post is relatively light. Looks like the perfect place for a warm-up. Try to remember the ways you used to deal with enemies. Anytime you need advice, just give me a call. It's up to you whether to slip by enemies or take them down. Just remember that any situation can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. You need to be able to switch between them quickly to meet any threat. Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly. Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight. A portable toilet. If you're gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it.
Guard post captured.
Alright, what do I lead this guy? I killed him. Control, quick primary, secondary, okay.
How about it? Can you see the village from there? Use the binoculars to recon the place. Look at where the enemies are stationed. Look at their gear. Take it all in. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there.
Okay, so let's see now. I'm supposed to be finding enemies. Obviously, the Soviets are over there. We are talking about, you know, the 1980s, I believe. Yeah. That's a weapon right there. Machine gun. Have to be cautious. Somebody speaks Arabic.
Sun will set
Sun's down
shortly.
already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration, but your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy. Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them? Your suppressor is no longer effective. Bear in mind your weapon will be loud from now on. Looks like the enemy's lost sight of you. They're gonna try to hunt you down. fetch a high price. A parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there. The enemy's given up their search for you, but they're not giving the all clear just yet. Stay alert.
Ah, this game is hard.
picked up an
Intel
intel file.
Extraction
Now we know where
arrived
Miller
at the
is.
motorbase.
I'm marking it on your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
That's the building, boss. That's where they're holding Miller.
You have arrived at our destination.
Okay,
Oh,
getting close to the hour. Getting close to the hour. So, you know what? I'm gonna cut it off right here. My friends, I will see you all in the next one. Thank you.